Uh, Sir,
Yes. Yeah, you can hear me now?
yes,
Perfect?
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. So once again, I say a happy morning to all reverend sisters, fathers, and wonderful educators. We all belong to one family. Today, I'm talking to you my experience for the last 20 years, and my motive is to learn from the wonderful and talented, highly intellectual talent pool we have in this platform. So I am not going to talk anything about NEP, but I'm going to throw some light on after 5 or 6 decades. You know, every time we talk about a gap in terms of competencies, a gap in terms of career readiness, a gap in terms of confidence, a gap in terms of content, a gap in terms of delivery, a gap in terms of the way we think. So my first question to everybody before I show a simple presentation is why we all think that we have got a huge gap to fill in our education sector. Can somebody, I have got a lot of great experienced people here. So my question is, what is your view on uh, the gap? I'm talking about there is a huge gap. I will give a lot of examples later, but can I hear from somebody? I think we have given an option for people to unmute and speak. So this is an opportunity for you to unmute and speak. Anyone? Or you can please text it in the chat box so that I can read. Why you feel that there is a huge gap in the education, present education system? Why? Anyone? Anyone? You have an option to unmute. Yes.
Good morning, Father.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, I feel there's a gap because the children today are more exposed to the external environment than ourselves. And also, if we look at globally, we feel that our children we as educators are not able to bring out their talent, what they have in them.
Okay.
And we
Okay.
are
Okay.
not at par technologically.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you so much, Deepika ma'am. I'm also getting a couple of messages from Sinu Thomas, Susan Anto. There are a lot of untrained teachers. We impart only theoretical knowledge. Okay. Can I get some more thoughts from
Deepu,
you? Yes.
good morning, Father.
Yes.
Good
Morning.
morning, Father. I'm
Yes.
Abhilasha.
Yes.
Father, I think that due to lack of resources, sometimes or due to unavailability of certain important things,
Okay.
teachers are not able to deliver
Okay.
actually what they want to the teacher,
Okay.
to their
Okay.
students. I mean,
Yes.
throughout I'm talking about the schools all over the country.
Okay.
Not every school is not that
Yes.
much
Okay.
occupied with
Okay.
uh,
Let us make it
yes.
very short. What ma'am told is resources. Okay. No practical knowledge. No experiential learning platform. Improper implementation of education policies. There is also the problem of generation gap. Okay. Millennials. Gap is due to less exposure to the resources and experience. Wonderful. So let me take you through my presentation. Okay. Now we all talk about various platforms for teaching and learning, but I feel the new normal is mute. See, I'm not able to see anybody. I'm not able to know and feel your facial expression. I'm not able to see your gestures. I'm not able to see your nonverbal communication. So the new normal is not technology, it is mute. Wherever you are, you mute your microphone, mute your video, then we do the conversation. So we have moved from a face-to-face conversation to a virtual. We say a lot of connection, but I'm not able to see anybody. Okay, so let me take you through my presentation and you tell me, can you see the presentation? Yes. Can you see the
Yes,
presentation?
yes, Father. We are yes,
Yeah.
sir. We are able
Yeah.
to see that.
Yeah. Okay. Now, this is the institution where I work. Started with 9 students in 99. Now we have more than 9,000 students from 23 different countries. We we are one of the youngest college in India to get autonomous, accredited and re-accredited with A. Where you work, where I work, everywhere there is dash. Because I love interaction because the session is all about cognitive skills. We have got left brain, which is the seat of linear thinking, step-by-step procedure. We have got right brain where we talk about creative thinking. So not to judge or evaluate, let us interact, let us engage. So I work in a college, you work in a school, you work in a college, you are a principal. There are sisters, fathers and principals with more than 30, 35 years of experience in the platform. I'm very happy to engage with everybody. Now, my question is, looking at this picture, everywhere there is dash. Looking at the picture. Make it one word. Everywhere there is dash. What is that dash? When we deal with young generation, when we deal with millennials, when we deal with the present generation who is having a lot of distraction, who is exposed, who is well connected with technology, they know everything. And as a teacher, it is a very big challenge in front of us. But looking at the picture, what comes in your mind? Anyone. What comes in your mind?
So good morning.
Yes.
My name is my
Yeah.
name is Sam, and
Yes.
by looking at the picture, I can analyze his or her own face to prove.
One word, sir. One word. Okay. You can mute. You can mute. You can mute. You can mute yourself. Please mute.
So, Miss Professor Saint Matthew, can you please unmute yourself because you are on mute?
Yes. Perfect. Now cursor I have
Yeah.
moved to other side. Now by showing this picture, my only motive is to convey a message that is you have life everywhere. Okay. Everywhere you have got life. Now life is a spinning cube. Now my presentation is on cognitive skills. I am going to align my presentation to that particular theme, that is cognitive ability. You will not find any text. You will not find a lot of theory. I'm going to follow a simple model. Text will be there. So there is life everywhere. Life is a spinning cube. In life, we all want to be happy. We all want to be happy. So when we are happy, what is going to happen? This is a very important question. You can think. I don't want you to answer. We will discuss at the end. So in life, we all want to be happy. When we are happy, we are productive, we build a meaningful relationship, and we feel great. That is what I want to tell you. Now, world is full of choices. One faculty told me very clearly, students are exposed, students are connected. The present generation have got lot of choices. When I say choices, attending the class is a choice, unmute the video is a choice, everything mute and you go for a sleep is your choice. You can listen is your choice. You can do actively involve is a choice. You can keep a notebook and pen, make a note of it is your choice. You can eat muffin or you can eat apple. That is your choice. World is full of choices. Now there comes one particular ability God has given us is to think. Now we need to apply those thinking. Now national education policy is an after effect of thinking. Your institution is growing from one level to another level, it is an after effect of thinking. As an educator, you go for a choice, you take a content, you go to the class is your choice. So ultimately, I am taking my entire presentation and I conclude by saying that cognitive ability plays a very, very important role. But life is short. We have to do the stuff that really matters. Life is short, but we have to do as educators that stuff that matters. Now, let me again take you through the next one. In education, we all talk about competencies. What is our ultimate role? To give or to impart the competencies that will prepare the students for next generation, for iGen, for the global economy. So we have got a greater, some people, teachers were sharing in the group, not trained teachers. Exposure is not there. Resources are not there. So when I say competency, I talk about 4 pillars: knowledge, skills, behaviors, and attitude. Now, why we prepare? We prepare our students for life. We prepare students for workplace. We want our alumni to be great asset to the nation. And at the end of the day, we want them to be a very good human being. Everybody will agree sitting here. Last 30 years, if I am teaching, or last 20 years, if I am teaching, my ultimate aim is to transform student coming into my school to a great human being, an asset to the nation. He should be employable and he should be a good father and good mother. Many teachers call me father, but I am a father of 2 kids and 1 wife. So always I share this wherever I go. Many teachers call me father. I am also a father of 2 kids. I have a daughter, I have a son. So I've got a greater responsibility with me. Now quickly, this picture talks about a huge gap in education. Let me tell you why in higher education. I am the director of a center where I have to place every year more than 800 students in top-notch companies. I have companies like Morgan Stanley, KPMG, EY, Johnson and Johnson, Pepsi, Coca-Cola. A lot of big companies come to my college for hiring. So what I feel is this particular competency skill gap. Knowledge, skills, behaviors, and attitude. There is a huge gap. Now, if you want to talk about competencies, this is a picture I have that I have taken yesterday night to everybody. What is this picture all about? You can see Tendulkar and his guru, teacher, Achrekar. The present generation, I don't know, many colleges, many schools, when you go, not even they convey good morning, sir, good evening, sir. Looking at the faculty, they don't stand up. That culture is going out. So it is a responsibility for us to teach them the importance through certain pictures which will enhance their thinking skills. Now, Sachin Tendulkar and Ramakant Achrekar. Ramakant Achrekar taught Sachin Tendulkar the basics of cricket. He gave the first bat to Sachin Tendulkar. End result, when he scored 10,000 runs, he came back. He's touching the feet of teacher. That is the first thing I teach my students. That is the fundamental competency to develop your cognitive abilities. Let me tell you, there are a lot of policies which will come. There are a lot of system change will be there. Process integration will happen. But if a student is not understanding the basic or universal human values, he will not be successful in life. So we wanted to enhance their thinking, showing a picture. Definitely, if 50 students are attending, you can touch 5 people with one picture. You enhance their cognitive abilities. They will think, today I am in this school. I have got great teachers. So the first competency which I want to tell you is gratitude and thankfulness. How does it work? He will be thankful to the institution. He will be thankful to the teachers, thankful to the parents, thankful to Almighty God. He will live for a longer period because I'm thankful for everything Almighty God is. So I want all the teachers and educators to have value, not for namesake, but to create powerful, impactful sessions. Now, online technology you can bring a lot of leaders from different parts of the world, talk to your students, touch their life. So gratitude and thankfulness. Now, second one, let me tell you, if you want to enhance your thinking skill is, please help the students to understand the self. I told about a big gap. The big gap is gratitude and thankfulness is not there. It's a big gap. How will you talk to him? He will not listen. Self-awareness, he don't know his strength. He don't know his weakness. He don't know how to fill an application after coming to a higher education. He don't know how to be patient. He don't know how to be confident. He don't know how to respect. Through cognitive skills, you can build a better engagement, a synergy with the student. We can reduce the gap. So this is what I want to tell you. We have lot of opportunities in front of us because the world is full of choices. As a teacher, I want you to take the best content, the best cognitive enhancement tools and take it in front of them so that you can touch. Now, when I talk about self-awareness, how does it work? Students know the strength and weakness. He know how to introduce himself, his likes and dislikes, future goal, his mental model thinking pattern will change. He will come neatly to the class. His areas, he know maths I lack. I need to spend a lot of time. He make a timetable. He takes a good decision and he makes a very good profile for himself. All this I am facing tremendous gap. That is why I thought today it is a right opportunity. I will tell all the educators and say you need to include in your curriculum, apart from the syllabus or syllabi you are going to deliver, certain other aspects which are going to touch their life. Communication. All are very good in communication. People study in ICSE, IGCSE, CBSE, State Board, but how many of you talk about kinesics? How many of you talk about oculesics, roll of eyes? How many of you talk about chronomics, time, haptics, touch, vocalics, the tone and pitch? When I talk to people, they say, I studied, but no one told me. No one gave an opportunity for me to think. If they would have given an opportunity, I would have definitely changed it, dear sir. So my session motive is to include. Let me come to it quickly. I will go. I want student to have a win-win approach. How it helps? He knows his strength. He knows his weakness. He become confident. He concentrate on his studies. Now, how does it work? See, coming after completing +2, a student don't know how to attend a group discussion. He is 100% failure in an interview. He don't know how to write an email, how to make a presentation, how to make a call. He is making 200 calls every day. So where we are heading is a big question in front of all of us. As educators, this is a high time where we include all these aspects as a part of the curriculum. So there is a very big gap. So let me take you through. I have written so many things. Global awareness. People don't know what is happening. People don't know how to answer questions. So all these gap I have seen, and I have come to a conclusion that there are certain ingredients which you need to include in your classroom as educators, as principals, as sisters, being in a leadership role. You need to have certain mechanism which will enhance the cognitive ability of your students. As Albert Einstein rightly said, education is not the learning of facts, but the training of the mind to think. So that is my question in front of everybody. Whenever you are going to a class, 40 minutes you talk, all the 40 minutes you speak, you go out. What opportunity you are giving them to think? How they are going to enhance their cognitive ability is a big question. So I use certain models which I want to tell you. First one is a entropy model. Whenever I start a session today, since we have got only a less time, when I personally come to different places, we have a brain exercises, we have got mental gym, we have got mind menders, we have got entropy game. Think that you start your class with a question like this. You have got numbers from 1 to 8. How you arrange the numbers where no two number will align side by side, up, down, diagonally. Give them 3 minutes. They start thinking with their left brain, step by step approach. Things are not working. They slowly start applying their right brain, which is the seat of creativity. At the end, you are helping them to crack competitive examinations. You are only giving one question, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Now see the answer. When a student is completing and giving you an answer, you call him and you tell him, don't say very good. You say that I gave you 3 minutes, you completed on time. So you have got very good time management. I appreciate that you are really focusing and applying both the brain. Your thinking pattern is good. Take this chocolate. There you are touching the life of a student and which will have a lifelong impact. That is what I want to tell you. I don't want you to take big things. Now see, this is a question you will find in even IAS competitive examination. Nobody knows how to clear. There is a question 5 plus 7 plus 6 is equal to 405. 4 plus 8 plus 3 is equal to 882. 9 plus 4 plus 2 is equal to 401. What is the answer of 6 plus 9 plus 3? What is the logic? Now this question you can make a note of it. At the end, if anybody can give me an answer, you are applying your left and right brain. I don't want to get any answer. Even if you try, willingness to try will enhance your cognitive ability. So see the question, 3 minutes. There is another question in another class, maths. Before you start with, see why football players go for a warm up. Directly a teacher is coming and take now, we will talk about integration. It will not, the learning will not happen. You should create an atmosphere, an environment where students look at you and listen. So please apply brain games in your classroom. That is what I want to tell you. When I am applying here, why can't everybody apply? So it requires a lot of time. You have to go through online research. You have to spend a lot of time, take the right choice. Now, when you are giving options, you apply your left brain and you help them to think using the right brain. So that is what I wanted to tell you. See, seat of creativity, where the thinking will become slowly disciplined, self-directed thinking, critical thinking. Again, I have given a definition. Creative thinking is generating new ideas from an existing one or coming out with a new one. Now, in everyday language, outside the box, thinking about thinking, unlimited thinking, or divergent thinking. Father very rightly said, outside the box, thinking about thinking, divergent thinking, give them choices, give them opportunities. So now, when you give them opportunities, they think and then slowly their thinking pattern will change. Self-discipline, make a note of that self-monitored and self-corrective. So there is a huge gap. You have to try to find out what is that I am taking to the class, which will enhance the cognitive ability of the student to be self-disciplined, self-monitored, and self-corrective. Then the learning will happen. Now, quickly, I will tell you, then they conquer the world. See, my end result, outcome is when they go for competitive examinations, they will think about you. My teacher gave lot of questions in the class which motivated me, and I said I love you to aptitude test. Today I cracked IAS examination is because of my teacher. If a student comes and talks about the teacher, the school where he studied, how proud you will be. That is my ultimate request to everybody gathered. But as one teacher rightly said, lot of distractions, lot of events happen in their life. So always I show a picture of a boy, again, which will make students to think. His mother makes idli in the streets of Italy. Morning he come, one trouser, one shirt. He clean the vessels, he go to school. Quickly I will tell you. He completed his 10th rank plus 2. He studied in IIT. He studied in IIM Ahmedabad. Listening to his speech, Hillary Clinton, UN president, everybody cried. He told, it is my mother and the Italy which helped me to reach this particular level. Let me start a chain of hotel which sell only Italy. High impactful stories which will enhance cognitive ability. That is what I conclude by saying. Choices. Give choices. You make choices. Take the powerful message to the class which can touch at least 3 people. I'm talking about a batch of 65. If you can touch 3 people, that will become a vibration and your entire class will change. So either a muffin or an apple is your choice. Then you start differentiating. Then slowly the atmosphere will change. You will not be the same. But my question to everybody as teachers, do you have time? I am talking too much. I am telling you, brain cream, we don't have time. Everybody tells the same thing. I don't have time. So my request to everybody, one model which I applied in my life to be happy. Being a life skill trainer, after attending life skills, my life totally changed. I become really patient. Now I have a lot of time for my students. I plan my activities really well. Now, this is a model by Stephen Covey, Time Management Grit, which I want every teacher. When you take a phone, when your memory is full, you delete so many files from your memory. You delete unwanted message from WhatsApp. You delete lot of messages from your downloads. Why? To get space. When there is space, the system will work effectively. So there is a quadrant, urgent and important. You have to do it. Not urgent but important is your life, your career. Very important. So plan every day. Your examination not happening now, but it is in March. You need to plan. Then the next 2 quadrant, you have to tell your student urgent, not important, not urgent, not important. These 2 are not helpful in their proper what is it, molding them into the right candidate. So tell them once you apply this, you will be a teacher with effective time management. You will have a happy mindset. You will be motivated and energized. You can sacrifice. You cares about developing self and others. You have time. Develop a good match with your management, with the students, with the society, and with the world at large, with the different stakeholders. So now, you can improve your cognitive, but you are a person without a happy mindset. How can you improve cognitive ability? So to enhance cognitive ability, self-awareness is important. Understanding yourself is important. Communication is important. Timetable is important. And I want you to have a priority matrix. All the presentation, what I am showing will be shared with everybody. Nothing to worry. I'll share with father. Father will in turn share with you priority metrics for a teacher, which should be done first, which is next, which is later, and don't do. We make a chart. We'll go back to the book and paper and pen model, and you need to follow this. Then quickly make a specific SMART goal statement for yourself. Specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. Then you will not have stress. You can manage time stress, anticipatory stress, encounter stress, and situation stress. Okay. Then there is a transfer of knowledge. So this is what I wanted to share with you. When you are with a person with a happy mindset, you go for a choice, you can sell well. The student will go out, he can sell well. You understood? That is called as interconnectedness in education. You sell well, students sell well, you match with their expectation, student will match with employer expectation. Finally, we all have leadership skills. So ultimate aim of education is to make the students employable, career ready, to sell well, to match with various expectation, and to have a leadership. So cognitive abilities is going to help you. Now, during my 20 years of experience, I have come out with 5 C's for cognitive development. Number 1, yes, I have got time. Number 1, these are the 5 C's you can connect with millennials. Choice. When you go for a choice, there is an opportunity for the students to collaborate. It is an opportunity for the teacher to collaborate. When you show a mathematical mind bender to the student will ask 10 times a question. Ma'am, I tried. You talk to him. There, something called as a teamwork, you synergize. There is a positive communication. You are giving an opportunity for the student to think critically and creatively. Now, let me tell you questions like this. Anyone, can you answer this question? It is there online. I don't want anybody to look at online, tell me the answer. Please apply your left and right brain. I'm not, I have belief in everybody. But let me tell you, as a teacher, can you give an answer for this? I'll give you 10 seconds. You can read, tell me what it comes to your mind. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can I get an answer from anyone? Anybody unmute and tell me the answer. Upon returning from work, though he can only travel halfway, but when it is raining, he will reach the top floor. How is it possible? The last part of the question, if you read, you get the answer. Yes, somebody is there to give an answer. Yes. Yes, anyone. There is no right, there is no wrong, but you are giving an opportunity for people to think.
Father, maybe the need to rush to his house. So because of raining, so he climbs up. Otherwise, other days.
Ma'am, what is your name, ma'am? What is your name?
My name is Abhilasha, Father.
Okay, Abhilasha, ma'am. Now the question is, if it is raining in the elevator, he can go to the top floor. If it is not raining, he cannot go to the top floor. That is a problem here.
So maybe.
Maybe. Yes, ma'am. Continue. There is no right, there is no wrong. But I am very happy. See the 5 C's how we are applying. Choice, collaboration, communication, critical thinking, creative thinking. So I'm giving an example. Yes, ma'am. Proceed.
Yes, I'm saying, sir, कि maybe it's happened, it's raining, so electricity gets cut. So therefore, the lift stopped working. So he has
No. You are thinking too much. Very good, very good. Now, okay, this is the other way.
Excuse me.
Now the question.
Sir.
Yes.
Yes, maybe he's collaborating with the neighbor and taking shelter there.
Okay. See the way our teachers are thinking, no? So you're giving an opportunity to think. Now the answer is the man is very short. When it is raining, he will have the umbrella with him. So with that umbrella, he will touch the top floor button and he goes to the top floor. If it is not raining, he will not carry the umbrella. So man is very short. That is the answer. But I appreciate everybody. I don't know your name. We have not met. If I would have come directly, I would have given you a Cadbury milk silk bubble chocolate for your answer. Whatever you have
Thank
said.
you.
Yeah. Let me
Thank
ask
you.
Father Thomas. I can send it through somebody because at least people are trying. No. So that is how you apply your 5 C's. Now the next one which I have learned my 20 years of experience is 5 R strategy to encourage with or to engage with millennial group. Now 5 C's very important. 5 R's very important. Research based techniques. It should be relevant. It should be have that rationally. It should be relaxed, and your classroom should enhance rapport. So if I ask the question, see now 2, 3 teachers were interacting. Next time when I come to class, there will be the first to get up and say, "Good morning, father. Good morning, sir." You take it from me. They will be the first. Okay, my teacher has come today. What surprise she will be bringing? I should answer. That improves the cognitive ability. There is no shortcut. There is no what to say a scientific experiment. It is all how you as a teacher engage. What choice you make will create a lifelong impact in the student. So let me take you one by one. Research based teaching strategies. Now a variety of learning methods. When they are not interested, their attention quickly shifts elsewhere. All teachers, principals will agree. So why I said choice is when you are taking a content, the delivery model, if they don't like, their attention goes elsewhere, and half an hour you will be thinking of shouting at them. By the end of half an hour, the class will be over. So research-based methods. When I say mind benders, puzzles, mathematical models, quantitative ability, everything, one question you take. I don't want you to take, so where is the time? Please don't ask, there is a time for everybody. Now, it is a simply technique and strategies which a teacher can adopt it in the classroom. And the payoff is going to be very great. That is what I told you, when he cracks competitive examination, that is the payoff. He will come back and he will hug you. Thank you so much. He will touch what Sachin Tendulkar did. Okay. Now, strategy one, which you all do, retrieval practice. You ask a lot of questions from the previous class. Okay. And recall the knowledge. This you are doing. That is one model which will help you to enhance the cognitive ability. Retrieval practice. Instead of assigning homework, you can give mini quizzes, which all are doing it. Classroom application. Okay. Now learning will happen. They like you. If you want, you do a small group communication to enhance your teaching and learning. Now spaced practice. Now, I don't know whether any of your school is having, we have something called as throwback Tuesdays, throwback Thursday. They should come prepared and be ready with Q&A, question and answers. We call it as a throwback Thursday, throwback Tuesday. And teacher can ask a question. They will be excited. How you conduct the program with simple questions. So I will show you a couple of models later. Interleaving. Okay, mixing up is a very similar thing which we do from our childhood days. Okay, that helps the learning. When you talk about interleaving, you mix up into different group, and we will have brainstorming. All these are examples of interleaving. We have something called as a feedback driven metacognition. So as a teacher, when you do anything, no, you have to analyze and you have to give them feedback. And they should, you should very clearly, we call it in higher education, expectation management, where you should tell the student that this is what you know, this is what you don't know. When you make a timetable, don't spend a lot of time on what you know. Please spend more time on what you. So give proper feedback. Give them a lot of opportunity. So if a teacher has a good relationship with a student, okay, they accept the rules, they accept the procedures, and they will not violate. That is what I want to tell you. They will be disciplined. Okay, so it should be relevant. That is what I want to tell you. So in your class, I want you to be relevant with content. Now Google is helping, but you should take content in your own style, even if it is there in Google, but you can give a different dimension, a different thought, correct? Which will be really relevant. Now comes critical thinking. Very, very important. Thinking about thinking, unlimited thinking, divergent thinking, lateral thinking, self-disciplined thinking, self-monitored thinking, self-corrective thinking. Okay, then it should be rationale. When I say rationale, they like the teachers, they like the policies. When you are very when I say friendly, you need to be strict. I'm not telling you're not strict, but there are certain research-based techniques like entropy game, puzzles, which can build a relationship with the student. Whenever they look at you, they become so an authoritarian leadership style will not work. So it should be specific. It should be aligned with their requirement. That is what I talk about rationale. And finally, I want to tell you, your classroom should be relaxed. Earlier, we talk about Gurukul. If they want to simply sit back, not a problem. Let them lay back and let them there is a safe place where learning happen. Make your classroom a relaxed atmosphere. For that, you have to apply those 5 C's: choice, collaboration, communication, creative thinking, and critical thinking. See the classroom. I have taken a pic. See the classroom, the teacher and the student. Look at the face of the student. I know that you are there, my loving teacher. I am not afraid. I am confident because I am 200% sure that who will help me. So finally, you build a very good rapport. Okay, they love, the millennials love to have a senior person in their life who is going to guide. It can be you, it can be a father, it can be a mother, but definitely they select. So the teaching pyramid, when you look at from passive to a participatory teaching methods. So participatory teaching only can enhance your teaching and learning. That is what I want to tell you. Now, the same model, again, I'm going to reiterate, that is urgent and important, which is not urgent and important. Every student have this particular table. Now, many of the teachers say, I have got a lot of stress. Why? You have not divided urgent and not important. Keep it aside. Not urgent, not important. Keep it aside. You will have space to do urgent and important, not urgent and important. Then priority metrics. Now, quickly, let me take you to an end solution for all this gap. You will tell me, you will ask me, sir, you are talking about cognitive. Uh, why you are talking about empathy? There is a reason. Now, empathy, understanding the pains and problem of yourself, of others, with an action. Now, let me only take pains and problems. Okay. Now, as a teacher, when you empathize, even if you have completed 30 years of experience, you will have a beginner's mindset. Learning is continuous process. There are people who study law at the age of 60. There are people who study PhD at the age of 60, 70. So you need to have a beginner's mindset. For that, you need to empathize. Solution to enhance your cognitive ability. How? Let me see. Let me see. When you have a beginner mindset, I have an example uh, of what to say, Canon. Canon camera. When you take Canon camera, when you buy the camera, you will have everything written on top of it to make sure that a customer who is buying that particular camera will be comfortable, convenient to operate the functions of that camera. Why I do that? Even though I am in the field for last 20 years, I have a beginner's mindset. I empathize. So all the teachers and educators try to follow this particular principle to have a empathetic mindset where you improve your eye contact, you improve your expression, your posture, the effect on your movements, the tone. You will be patient and you will respond really well. And you will help the students to see the world, appreciate them, understand their feelings, communicate your understandings. Okay, so now see empathy, what all you can develop. I'm going to talk about only creative collaboration and critical thinking. So empathy is very, very important. If you can empathize your school, I don't know, so many teachers are here, educators are here. Please start a design thinking lab in your school. A solution for everything. Simple problem. Think that you are taking class for 8th standard or 10th standard. You take a civil service application form, take them to the class. That can be a design thinking project. How a student should apply for civil service online examination. Divide them into group. Let students sit and think how they are going to apply. It can be a small project, design thinking project. For that, you need to empathize. Not only studies, beyond studies, what I can give. Now, when you empathize, you have a beginner mindset. Second one, user centric. Students, parents, when you're taking online class, you have a problem, they have a problem. I am sitting here, sometimes technology will 100% it will not work. That is not my problem, but how people can empathize, understand. So when you become user centric, this is the example. Can anyone unmute and tell me this flow? Empathize, beginner mindset, then you become user centric. For that, I am showing this example. Can anybody unmute and tell me how you connect the dots? Anyone. In design thinking, it starts with empathy. When you empathize, you have a beginner mindset of a beginner. When you have a mindset of a beginner, you become user centric. Example is 3M. What is this? Can you tell me?
Sir,
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Proceed.
Yes, Deepika ma'am, you can unmute and speak.
Speak. Please speak.
so I was saying, we can take ourselves as a student and put ourselves in place of the student and
Yes.
think according to his thinking.
Okay.
He's ignorant about the subject, he doesn't
Okay.
know, like totally lay person, a blank paper. And then we can think accordingly, and we can think how we felt when, say, I was a student, and like I did not know the certain things, and I was not able to ask this teacher what I wanted. So the same thing the child may also be thinking, and
Okay.
I can put myself in his or her.
Okay. Now, Deepika ma'am, what I want to ask is empathy. You have a beginner mindset. You are putting yourself in that student's place. You become user centric. And I showed these two examples, 3M. What is the message from this particular slide? When you look at, you know, what product is this?
I didn't see.
Every day we are using.
Yes,
This is the
scotch.
scrubber.
Ah, that very good. Chocolate. Three people are getting a chocolate. Very good. So 3M is a pioneer in the field of innovation. 50,000 patents. They have come out with Scotch Bite. Why? They were able to empathize with the consumers. So they have come out with this particular product. They become user centric. They have got easy mop, cleaning mop. Then when you apply 5Cs and design thinking, you will become empathetic. You have a beginner mindset. You become user centric. And the choice that you take in your life, the delivery pattern will become extraordinary. What is
Father,
it?
may I say
Yes,
something?
yes, yes,
Father, I think it also shows us that to cater to the needs of the others, like
yes,
this Scotchbite company might have thought of this, no? Like
yes,
one
yes,
side it is soft and one side it is hard. So both
yes,
ways it can work. So we have.
yes. Exactly, madam. Exactly what you said. What is your name, ma'am?
My name is Abhilasha, Father. Abhilasha.
Abhilasha, ma'am, what you said is exactly one side it is soft, one side it is hard. There is a scrub where both the sides are tough. There is a scrub where one side is a plastic, other side is metal. They have come out with only metal. Why? I am empathetic. I have a beginner mindset. I am user centric. Now slowly you go as a teacher to observation. I'll give you example. Another 5 minutes, we will conclude and go for a Q&A. I'll show you a couple of models because I want to stick when if I have come directly to wherever you are. I have got a collection of more than 5,000 puzzles. From snake puzzle to 4 pieces, you have to make a square in less than 5 seconds. You should see how students engage and their mind changes, mindset changes, thinking pattern changes. Whenever they see you, they all will come and round you. That you are a great film star. You are only a teacher. You have a beginner mindset. Now observation, I have an example of this picture. Anybody unmute and tell me. So you are empathetic. You have a beginner mindset. You are user centric. Now you are having observation. Answer is this picture. Tell me how you are going to connect.
Sir, may I?
Yes, ma'am, please.
Uh, Sir, as far as I remember, this is Tata Nano, and
Yes.
I remember the story behind this.
Yes.
Once Ratan Tata was on his way to his office, and he
Yes.
happened to see a family with too many
Yes.
kids on the same bike.
Yes.
And that is the time when he realized that there
Yes.
was a huge gap between the rich
Yes.
and the poor.
Wonderful.
And the idea came, I know he's a very, very, very generous person by heart, very
Yes.
kind person by heart.
Yes.
And that is
Yes.
the time he realized that it is not the profit that matters to me, but what matters to me, can a normal middle class lower family afford to have a car safely going to one
Wonderful.
place to the other?
Wonderful, ma'am. What is your name, ma'am?
Ma'am, myself, Marine father.
Excellent, ma'am. What ma'am said, 200%. If I would have been there, I would have given you a gift. This is
Thank you, sir.
what we require in 5C. See, now what Ratan Tata? Choice, communication, collaboration, critical and creative thinking. He thought of coming out with a car which every common person can afford to buy. End result, Tata Nano. So if you can apply design thinking lab for each and bathroom after COVID now, students are coming. Can you come out with a design lab where students will be sitting, students will be working on how to safeguard everybody applying design thinking. That is a very big challenge now every school is going to face after COVID, and think that the college or school is reopening. How will you ensure the safety, security, and hygienic factors of a student? If one case, it affects everybody. So it can be a design thinking lab. I heard in Stanford school, which is abroad, there was a bag challenge. Today time is not there, otherwise I would have shown. Every bag looks the similar. So afternoon lunch hour, students are taking 25 minutes to identify their bag. So they gave an option for the students, a design thinking lab. They divided into group and finally wonderful outcome. They have come out with certain strategies to overcome them. So I want to tell you is apply 5Cs. Make good exercises. Take powerful stories. One of the teachers of Michael Jordan said, "You will not be a basketball player." Dean Smith, his coach and guru, changed the mindset of everybody. See the outcome. Jordan says, "Coach was always there for me and I loved him. He taught me not only basketball, he taught me about life." This is how I started with the thought. He taught me about, so like that, I have a lot of questions. Now, one model which you can, before we go for Q&A, is mind benders. This social studies teacher can use. Anybody come out with an answer? Quickly, whenever there are tricky questions like this. Now, social studies, 10 countries, E7 is England. What is H5, V9, D7, J7? All the 10. You give them 3 minutes. How will you come out with an answer? Cognitive, enhanced cognitive ability. One question. E7, 7 letters are there, England. Which is H5? Which is V9? Which is D7? You give them a time, give a target, let them do it. Anybody with the answer? Or can I proceed? Because I don't want to ask questions. I want to just share.
Sir,
but anybody? Yes.
Father,
Yes. Yes.
Father Malvin wants to.
H5 is Holland.
No, Holland. How many letters are there, sir? Please count in your finger. HOLLAND. So it is wrong. 8. H. That country is having only 5 letters.
So it's Haiti.
Haiti. Very good. Very good. You get a chocolate. Haiti. V9.
Venezuela.
Venezuela. D7.
Denmark.
Denmark. J7.
J7. I'll have to think.
Jamaica. F6. Finland. Like that it goes.
Finland
Q5 Qatar.
7.
Then which is F5 NLAND? Then which is F6? Think. See the answer.
France.
Yes.
France.
Sweden, Ethiopia. Now, why is, see the engagement. Go back to 5Cs. Talk about 5 Rs. You are going to connect. You are giving an opportunity for the student to think. If you give an opportunity, automatically learning will happen. The classroom will become a wonderful place for the students to learn. Can you give the answer? With this, we will go to the other last part. Yeah. Can you tell me? Animals can say that they are the same. What is the number? I want only the number. 8. How much?
3.
Sir, I think it's 13 animals.
What is your name, ma'am?
Monica.
Monica, ma'am. 13. Now at the end, you should not laugh. Okay. By looking at the answer, you should not laugh. Okay.
There are the same animals as mortals.
Okay. Yes. What is the number?
How much should have 6 pigs, 4 chickens, 3 cows?
So see the answer. Time is not there. None, as animals cannot talk. So this is the answer. So now giving them lot of, see like this. I don't want to see this answer. You can take these type of questions in your class. Maybe a name of a country, name of a concept. What is 3/7 chicken, 2/3 cat, and 1/2 goat? What is the answer?
Chicago.
Chicago. See. Now I will I don't want to show so many things. So design thinking can be a part and parcel of your school, where you do empathy mapping, because we need some more time to talk about empathy mapping. Okay, what you said, what you did, what you thought, what you felt about that particular model. So design thinking starts with empathy. Then you have to define the problem. Correct? You have to define the problem. You write the problem and options. Okay. Then you quickly go for thinking, and we call it a system thinking, where you talk about mental model, interconnectedness, We talk about synthesis, we talk about emergence, we talk about working in a team. So you can come out with think, pair, share model. You can come out with plan, do, check and act model. So take any problem in your school, come out with a design thinking. There are a lot of literature available online. I just wanted to tell you, once you start a design thinking lab, brain lab in your school or a pre-university college, there will be trust and cooperation. Communications will improve. Interactions move from defensive to respectful. And finally, there will be synergy between management and teachers, management and students, students and parents, students and the school, stakeholders and the school. Every student will leave your campus with a happy mindset because all the teachers and the leaders are with happy mindset. So that is what I want to tell you, and automatically creativity will happen when you give design thinking. Give a model. See, many of you would have given, you make a bridge, but don't tell them to make a bridge. Let them come out with a preparation, incubation, illumination, evaluation, implementation. So then it becomes relevant to the topic. You give them a model, ask them to apply that model and let them present each and every problem, keeping that in model. So with that, I wanted to come to the end of my presentation. As teachers, before I take you for a Q&A session, no matter how you get ahead of me, I'm going to catch you. A poor boy from the village of Jamaica. His principal identified his capabilities because he was poor in studies. Arranged a trainer, Perth his name. They both traveled and he became the fastest individual in the world. The teacher, the coach taught him what is right, what is bad, give him options. You go and explore Kingston. You see what is right and take a decision. He said in his quote, my coach gave me opportunity to see what is right and bad, but I know the limits because my aim is to become the fastest individual in the world. So like that, lot of case studies you can take to your classroom. Now, let me, I want everybody, finally, before I conclude, I want everybody to go through this particular brain thesis. Are you ready? That is a question. Are you ready? Think
Yes,
that,
sir.
yeah, I
Yes.
think that I am taking you through a brain lab, a small lab where students can go. Now, this is called as a decoding exercises, which we have to do, which will sharpen their brain. Decoding. So mind benders are there, brain diseases are there. If you know, you can keep quiet, you can tell at the end, but there are people who don't know. Okay, can you decode the two words written there and come out with a meaning? We will connect the 5 C's, 5 R, everything will connect. Anybody unmute? Mind is there, matter is there. What is the meaning? Can you
If you
decode?
don't, may I? If you
Yes,
don't
yes, yes.
mind,
If
if
you
you
don't
don't
mind,
mind, it doesn't matter.
matter. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. I appreciate, sir, but it is not right, but I appreciate. Immediately, your ability to respond immediately, I really appreciate. What is the answer? So I'm going to help you looking at the time. The
Sir,
answer
one more
is
time.
yes, yes, yes,
Mind
yes.
over matter.
Mind over matter is 100% right. Now let me take you to the next question. What is the answer? This all requires no time. In fraction of seconds, you have to
Man
decode
in
this.
town.
Man in?
Town.
No,
Man between town.
no. Big man in town. Next one. People who have not tried, you can try. Even if it is wrong, you will know that whether you are thinking in the right pattern. What is the answer? Anybody, there is no right and wrong. Together we are going to do something for the present generation. What is the answer? At least what is written there?
Lucky.
Lucky. Even LKG student will say lucky, but again think, ma'am, again think. Lucky, what is there in between? Lucky break. Lucky break. Now, Whoever giving an answer again, father, we need to make a note of the name. I will give a chocolate.
Thank you.
Stan.
Dan?
Sir, we are keeping a record of all the award
Yes,
winners.
yes. Great father, great father. I am really enjoying. Only thing is I am not there. That is only disappointment. Stand is written there, but what is the right one? You use in your
Donuts.
classroom every day.
Father, is it donuts?
Not donuts.
Stand up.
Stand up.
Stand in a
100%
queue.
correct. Stand up. Stand up. Tell me the answer.
Super.
Life?
Life after
Life
Life
after
after
death.
Life after death. Don't say
After
death
death.
after life. Life after death.
life after
Very
death.
good. Very good. What is the next one?
Swimming below water.
No,
No, swimming in water.
Swimming in water. Make it simple.
Water.
Now, very good. Now
Swimming in
see,
water.
Swimming in water. Simple swimming in
Swimming
water.
in
Not
water.
swimming underwater or swimming below
Swimming
water.
in water.
But you are giving an opportunity. Answer is right or wrong, no matter. You are giving an opportunity for people to connect and respond. See, what is the answer?
Man on moon.
Simple, correct. Not moon man.
Man
Man-
on moon.
Yes.
Man on moon.
Yes.
Man on
Correct. Man on moon. Correct. What is the answer? Quickly.
Sit down.
Sit down.
Sit
See the
down.
change. See the change. Now I don't want. I'll take only. Okay. Tell me the answer.
Do you stand up?
No.
Do you want to stand
Do
up?
you understand?
No. Anybody.
Do you
Anybody.
understand?
Do you understand? Right
Do you
answer. Do you
understand?
understand? Yes. Okay, I am.
I am myself.
Okay. Give me the answer for this one. What is the answer?
Father, downfall of Roman Empire.
No. Oh, you are
Creator.
correct, but that is not right. Tell me the answer. See the action I am showing in my hand.
Father, pyramids built by Romans.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You are thinking in a very
Rise and
divergent way.
fall of
Very good. Yes.
Behave like a
Rise
Roman
and
in
fall
and
Rome.
fall
Roman
of
Empire.
yes. That is
Roman Empire. Rise and fall of Roman Empire.
okay. That's it. With that, I wanted to conclude my session now. Even when you are in a pandemic, if you can connect. Now, if you can unmute your video, I can also teach you an activity. If you can unmute your video, everybody, I can teach you a very good activity. You can connect. People think that when you are in
Unmute your
Teams, if you can unmute your video, I can
I
teach you an
request
activity.
everyone to please keep your video on.
But if you have got bandwidth, if you have got connectivity, otherwise we'll straight away go to Q&A. Not an issue.
Request everyone to keep their video on.
Thinking now I think you can see me now.
Yes.
There are a lot of senior people. That is why I don't want to disturb anybody. But now the activity is like this. Very simple, which you have done in our school. When I say one, everybody should clap. What you will do? Now, for example, see, you can see me now. When I say one,
Yes, sir.
when I say two, you have to sit. Ensure that you have a chair. You have to sit. When I say three, you can turn around. When I say four, you can jog. You can also see me jogging. When I say five, okay, you continue your jogging. When I say six, you have to do all the five. Now, let me tell you, all can go for a mute. All can go for a mute. I will tell you. All can go for a mute. Please go for a mute. I will tell you. You can unmute your video also. No problem. Okay. You can mute your video.
So, Professor Sen Matthew, please unmute yourself because we have put everyone on mute.
Okay. Now, when I said this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there is a sequence, there is a process you are following, and your mental thinking pattern is one is clap, 2 is sit. 3, turn around. 4, you have to jog. Now you can go for unmute. Sorry, you can mute. Let me explain some disturbance. I think sister sound. Yes, thank you so much. Now, when I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you can do it. But in the class, I'm not telling the same according to the sequence. Let me start with 3. Then you are stuck. You start thinking. When I say 6, when I say 2, when I jumble up the numbers, again you are giving an opportunity for the students to think. So there are 100 ways you can improve the cognitive ability. Now the floor is open for Q&A. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed.
Thank you,
Physically,
sir.
yeah, thank you so much. Physically, I was not able to come and give you chocolate. Now you can open the floor for questions. Yes.
Thank you, sir. It was really a very lively and interesting session. We all enjoyed a lot.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And the listeners couldn't fail to stimulate by the ideas presented by you.
Yes.
But first of all, we will have question answers round session. So anyone who wants to ask any question from Mr. Sain, please unmute and speak.
Yeah.
Or you can raise your hand or text on chat box.
Yeah, I'm getting messages. Thank you, sir, for an interesting and interactive. Thank you so much. But you can ask few questions so that I will be motivated. Yeah.
Those who want to ask, kindly unmute and speak.
And we also have a center. Depending on your convenience, if you want to have maybe you can interact and connect through Father Thomas. You can have any sort of specific design thinking workshop for your college. We can plan. You can talk to Father and we can plan.
Excuse me, sir. Can I
Yes,
ask
ma'am.
you one question?
Yes, Sister
Sir,
Melanie.
as I'm dealing with primary classes, can you give us some ideas for how to train, how to build their mind, or how to give them some little puzzles to solve in the class so that their mindset can be built up?
Which
with
can you
creativity.
tell me the standard, ma'am? Standard, which all
Actually,
standard?
I'm taking class 1, Father, sir.
Oh, wonderful, ma'am. Now, the back challenge, which I said, this was an activity given by Stanford to first, second, and third standard students.
Okay, sir.
Please type in YouTube Design Thinking Challenge by Stanford. Please go through that video. You will get a fair idea. That is one example which I want to tell you. Second one, now the major problem is 8, 9, 10 also okay. 1, 2, 3, how we are going to manage after the pandemic. That is one design challenge I want to give you. Plus, I will share, right now I cannot tell you one by one, but I will share you a couple of online free portals which you can take in your, ma'am, have you seen augmented reality? Have you heard about that particular topic?
No, sir, I haven't heard about it.
Okay. Now, in a place called Kerala, you have heard about Kerala?
Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah. So Kerala, there is a government school which have come out with augmented reality. Now, when you say elephant, you study in your primary class, elephant, in front of you, elephant will be there. Elephant will be there. And you say it was a storm, raining, automatically students will see rain. That is a wonderful platform. Please check augmented reality. You can do some courses on augmented reality and you become expert and you can implement in other schools. So augmented reality is one. Number two, there are a lot of websites which I'm going to refer you. Then that websites are free. Just go to audiovisual room, you sit, the kids will enjoy.
So I'll be very thankful to you if you give us the websites.
Yes. I will through Father. I will give you presentation. Also, I will give you. The learning happen when I share. My presentation. No. Learning happen when I share. So definitely, I will share the content which I have, so that you will impart it to third, and I will become again. I will come out with a new. My thinking pattern changed. So whatever I have, normally I give. I will not use for the next presentation. Thank you, ma'am.
Sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Sir?
Yes.
Sir, I know of a school Montessori school in Delhi
Ah.
called MMI.
Okay.
There, when they are teaching the children, the kids, the play school, it's a play school.
Yes, yes.
So they bring like wild animals. They call for those wild animals. I don't know how they are resourceful. And if they are teaching domestic animals, they bring those domestic animals to show to the children. So, so that was something really very nice.
Very nice, ma'am. Now, let me tell you, ma'am. You have got augmented reality. There are a lot of things, your entire classroom, you can convert it into a little bit of technology, AI, you can adopt. Your classroom can be converted to, you say, what is solar system? In front of the student, solar system is there. Earth is there. Dinosaur is coming to the classroom. Now, I think if you have got a moment, can I show you that video? If you have
Sure,
got
sir.
time, yeah, I will show
Sure,
that
sir.
video. Sometimes sound will not be there. I will take from YouTube because when I speak, I want to show you that augment reality. In, okay, let me share that video for you. 1 minute. Yes, see here. You can see the school.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, we can see.
Yes, sir, we can see.
Yes, sir, we can see.
I think, sir, it has been stuck somewhere. Sir, I think your PPT is stuck.
No, no, now it is all right.
Okay,
There was a
okay, sir.
little bit of network. I have.
Okay, okay.
I think some issues are there with the network.
Okay,
Okay. Now let me 1 minute. I'll show you. I've already taken the video so that everybody see that particular video. Yes. Can you see the video now?
Yes, sir.
This is a government school. I'm not talking about English. You see the building, it is written in Malayalam. It is a
Yes, sir.
upper primary school, and see the augmented reality. Now Okay, over to the class. Teacher, where is the teacher who asked no in primary? Hello?
Sir, I'm here.
Yes.
Okay. So you can do wonders if you connect. You have got technology with you. Don't talk about only Zoom, Geo Prime. Make use of technology to interact with people. Whenever I go to the teachers or corporate training program, entire team, we as one team, we enjoy. We make that particular classroom session really live. Now only my issue is I am here, you are there. I'm not able to interact with you. I'm not able to connect with you. I cannot spend tea with you. Tea and coffee, we should sit, eat, brainstorm. That is how learning happens. So you saw augmented reality. That is an answer for all your questions. Make your online session interactive. Apply design thinking. Empathize. Have a beginner mindset. Be user centric. Observe. You can come out with wonders. That is what I want to tell you. Last 20 years, I'm talking to a couple of teachers and fathers who are very senior to me. And as a student, let me tell you, please believe it or not, our profession is ordained by Almighty God. When we do a mistake, He will make a note of it. We have given a role and responsibility to touch the life of students. If you cannot touch, better we leave the profession and go. That is the only thing. Okay, over to next question. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So there's a question in chat box.
Okay.
How can we motivate students to specialize in a particular field if they are not interested in studies?
Okay. Now I am not carrying that puzzle. Think that in your class there is a student who is not coming up, very lazy. Now he will not be interested in studies. Now you need to create a spark in him. How you can ignite? There are a lot of brain games which I have. Now, when I do a session on self introduction, 100 times I have to call one student, please come, you speak. One day I took a brain activity to the class. He was the first to come in front and he took that. I say it is a cube. After 5 seconds, I will make it as a snake. Can you make a cube? This is the challenge I gave. 15 seconds and he did it. Slowly I started talking to him. So I wanted to create a relaxed environment. 5C I am going to apply. I build a rapport with him. Then I have to sit with him, understand. Then I understood that both his parents are laborers. Morning they go, night they will come. They are tired, they will sleep. Nobody is there in that house to talk to him. He is feeling that loneliness which affected his study. So as a teacher, I don't know strategies. You have to understand 60 students are there. You should know everyone. You should know their strength. You should know their weakness. You should know. So try to build a rapport with them. Give an opportunity. You give a puzzle, maybe he will be the first person to respond. There you build a relationship and slowly you come out with strategies and tactics to overcome them. That is how, only thing you need to know about that boy. For that you need to tell him who I am. As a teacher, I am here not to harm you, but to support you. I am there for you. If you can create that impact, mental model, definitely it is going to work. Now we can connect. Thank you, ma'am. We can connect.
Thank you, sir.
Sure.
I think Krishnan sir has got the answer. Monica Bose ma'am has raised her hand. Monica ma'am, you can unmute and speak. Monica ma'am, you have raised your hand. You have some question with you?
Yes. You can hear my voice?
Yes, I can hear you, Monica.
Okay. Good morning, Father. I'm Mrs. Monica Bose. I'm teaching in St. Anselm School, Chomu. So there we get students from village background out there under the guidance of Father Jose Eniket and our principal sister Prema. We are working very hard with the children. Like we are giving them moral values. We have given them a very good platform also where they do that skit
Okay, role play, role play. Yes. I'm not able to hear ma'am, but yeah.
Ma'am, we are not able to hear
To
you. I
hear
think
you.
some
Yes, yes.
connection
No,
problem is
no.
there.
What ma'am said, no, I wanted to give an answer. I heard that the students are from village. Please type in Google Aruna
Hello.
Kumar. Ah, yes, ma'am. Continue.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Continue.
Yes, ma'am.
I think ma'am is having network issues.
Actually, we are dealing. The children are also learning, and but the thing is that the parents' cooperation is not there. So that you know what happens. What we make them at home, they go and tell to the parents, and the parents they don't get that much of better results. We are not getting. So this we are facing a little problem. Like how to deal with this problem.
Okay. Now every institution you have got different stakeholders. 2 years back, I was in a place called as Bastar. And I traveled to an interior school. There, majority of the students are from village. So what they have done is, after discussing with us, what they have done is, you have to uh, find out somebody who is from the village, who is a role model for them. That stakeholder management session, I don't know who is that. Now here we have a village where we know the Panchayat, Grama Panchayat Mukhya. We had a talk with him and he arranged a session for everybody and all the villagers listened to him. So who is that role model? You need to identify. Then you conduct a session, things will be slowly and gradually it will be all right. Now, I wanted to continue by saying that one of our student, Aruna Kumara, who is from a village, first generation learner, he is a business excellence manager in Johnson and Johnson, Mumbai. Now he work with IIM. He is from a village. We have entirely transformed his capabilities. So I wanted to, you just find out who is that person who is in that village, which all the villagers listen. There will be a village mukhya or a village president or something. I don't know. We identified and we did. Mukhya Pradhan or somebody. You need to identify, build a relationship. We call that Panchayat president for 3 of our, we give computer for poor kids. So that particular initiative, he was the chief guest. So we build a rapport, then with the parents we had a talk, no issue. So strategy for your school, strategy for my school will differ. So you need to first study the locality and what strategy will fit in, you do that. Again, we can connect, ma'am. We can connect.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Any more questions? So you can please unmute and speak. Mr. Sam James,
yes,
please unmute.
Good morning. It was a wonderful session. I have a query.
Yes.
So there are different type of learners.
Yes, yes.
So my specific query is about the kinesthetic learners. How to motivate them, and there are cases those who are dyslexic also, but we are not able to identify them. So how we can motivate these students?
Okay, now when as a teacher, when you say there are students with kinesthetic, specially abled or with dyslexia, when they join, will the parents tell that my student is having this particular weakness, or without telling they take the admission?
Sir, not in all the cases. Not in all the cases they mention the weakness.
Okay, you have any counselors in your school?
Yes, sir, we have.
So it is a trained counselor? It's
yes,
a
sir.
Trained MSc psychology, or you have a trained counselor. So now let me tell you, every school should have a trained psychologist or a counselor. So when you find somebody in your class, maybe for example, the chappals they wear, how they write, looking at the notebook, you can identify whether the boy is having a deficiency. But we should never say it as a deficiency. They are all specially, specially abled people. We should only say that term. Okay, now you are communicating with me, that is fine. Now, when you find these type of people, immediately inform your principal, inform your counselor or a psychologist. You have to inform, and a couple of what to say, mentoring you need to have. Then only you can find out the root cause and give a solution. Now, for them, there are a few portals which I will share it with you after the class, which you can give them. There is a lot of profiling online tools. When you ask them to do that, you can identify what problem they are having. 85 to 9, not 100%, 85 to 90% you can identify, you can come out with strategies. So, Sam sir, please take my email ID from either Monica ma'am or father. We can connect.
Sure, sir. Definitely, I will take.
Yeah. We can connect.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Ma'am, if it is time, we can, because next session you have at what time?
11.
So
11.
People require break, no? So my email ID, my number, you can share with everybody. Okay. If I am in class, I will not attend, but WhatsApp, same number. You can contact me. I'll be happy to interact with you and learn together in this journey of. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Sure, sir.
Yeah.
Now, I think there are no more questions, so we'd like to conclude the session, sir. It was really an amazing session, and I think our left and right both brain parts start working now. It was really whatever you said was really motivating. It was interesting, your speech about priority metrics, time management, developing cognitive skills. You have talked about the 5 C's like choice, collaboration, communication, creative thinking, critical thinking. Naturally, I think we all will be able to apply these 5 C's in our class. And your concept of Throwback Thursday was really amazing. We would like to naturally inculcate in our classroom studies also. So we will definitely become better educators through this motivational session. And I think every one of us will be agree to this, that we just want to continue with this session for the whole day because it was so motivating and so energizing. We will really, I would like to thank you, sir, on behalf of all the participants for such a wonderful session. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
So special better thanks from Father Thomas to you.
Thank you, Father.
It's not Saint Thomas, Saint Matthews. It certainly should be Saint Matthews.
Thank you, Father. No, Father. I received.
Thank you so much. It was really very lively and interactive.
Yeah, and, thank you.
Real problem touching. I'm sure that you will share some of the riddles with us.
Yes, sure. Everything, Father. We are at your because I told in the start also. Today I am like this because. Reverend fathers and sisters, I studied in St. Thomas Convent and Bharat Mata School. I am from Kerala, from Palakkad. I studied throughout in CMI school. Today I am with CMI fathers. So I bow my head to all the. And yesterday one of my sister, Reverend Sister Rose, who is from Palakkad, from Holy Family, she expired. So I was in a moment of silence yesterday. She was my teacher, Sister Rose. She is no more. And I request everybody to pray for my teacher, my wonderful sister, Sister Rose from Holy Family, Palakkad. Thank you, Father.
We will think of her and we will pray for the repose of the soul.
Thank you, Father. We'll be in touch. Thank you.
Sure.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, Father. Now we're having a short break, and we will meet again at 11 a.m. sharp. Thank you, everyone.
Monica, ma'am.
Yes.
One request.
Yes,
instead of Deepika Yadav, it is Sunita Yadav. Sunita. Please rectify this.
Okay, ma'am. We will get it done.
There's a problem. Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, ma'am. We will get it done. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.